What's going on, guys? Planet4 here to bring you guys a brand new video. And today's video, guys, I'm bringing you my second place Salamangreat deck profile for my locals. So let's just get right into it, and I'll explain to you guys the deck choices and stuff. So for the main deck, obviously play the one Gazelle, one Falco, one Jaguar. So in this build, I'm not running Desires. I didn't want to have to play more than one Jaguar. For example, you'll see later on in the traps, I only play one of each trap. I didn't want to, start putting more stuff that I don't have to just for Desires. So I like it just at one here. Jaguar is good though, even if you open it, just one card access code. But I think these ratios are really good. And also, you don't want to play more than one Falco. Then I play 3 Foxy, 3 Spinny. These are just your consistency cards. Turn 1, you're going to want to always try to go into Stalio. So these cards just help you, make that faster. And Foxy can also help you on break if you draw a bad hand. You just excavate. You never really want to use that effect. You always want to use the graveyard effect, but it can't come up. And Spinach is really good too. So I just want to maximize consistency. For the hand traps, I played 3 Droll. This is kind of a meta call. I think this card is just so good. It's so impactful in some matchups. Some matchups can be dead, but it's just really good sometimes. 3 Ash, because 3 Ash pretty much hits everything in the meta. It's not the most high impact, but every deck Ash will always hit something. I played 2 Veiler, 2 DD Crows, and 2 Nibs. I'm not the biggest fan of Nib in the main, but since I'm playing Heat Soul, I don't really want to play Imperm, and you want to draw hand traps that are going to be able to be used off Heat Soul. So like, for example, Imperm won't do anything. That's why I chose Veiler, for example, over it. Nib can be such a blowout card, like versus Sword. So for example, like it'll catch people off guard, but some matchups is dead, which is why I'm kind of iffy about it. So, but I think this is pretty good right now. You want to load this deck up with hand traps to draw Heat Soul. So I'm playing 12 currently at the moment. That's the beauty of this deck. This deck is like mostly 1-card starter, so you can just play a lot of hand traps, just to help your plays go through. Because this deck isn't the best at breaking boards, so you want hand traps to stop your opponent from making the boards in the first place. I play 1 Archiver. This is just to make Stalio faster, and this card can also help you link climb into your access code plays and stuff, so it's pretty good. Same thing with Exceed. Exceed is also good because you can just go Dugaris, try to dig deeper into your deck, or you can just help you make Baguska faster. Baguska is just so good this meta. It just hits so much stuff. It hits Despia. It kills Sword Soul. For Sword Soul, they have to open the Vashuda, or wait to out it. If not, they're just not playing the game. Same thing with Despia. Baguska is just such a good card right now. I'm also playing 3 Buffalo as my normal summon. I'm not playing Debug. I like Buffalo a lot better. Debug can just be stopped by so many things. Buffalo's just really good because even if they out it from your board, whenever it leaves the field, it's going to draw you 2 cards. So this card is just really good and doesn't discard its cost. So, the Ash, you're not losing card advantage. But most of the time, they're not going to Ash this because you're going to chain block with Balinks. So yeah, this card is just insane. I love this card. I play 1 Sanctuary, 1 Will. I'm seeing a lot of people cut Will, but I really like Will. And this card is just so good. It helps you keep you in games. This format's a lot faster than when it used to be in 2019 when I used to play the deck. This card used to be so much better, but it still has a place in today's meta, in my opinion, especially when they're nibbing you. If you suspect they have the nib, which I'm always gonna respect the nib, what I'm always gonna do is if I have this card, unless I absolutely need to, I'm gonna hold it in hand. And I'm going to end my turn whenever they have my plays. And then if they're going to drop the nib, I'm going to activate this card. Then I'm going to revive my Sunlight Wolf, so I can have a live roar, or maybe I'll get like a Falco for rage, so I can start looping that. So this card is just really good. It helps you keep you in the game versus nib. This card is just insane, and it'll give you an insane grind game unless they out it. So this card is just really good. I played 3 Circle obviously because this card is it's just your main search for the deck. This card actually has a second effect that not many people use, but it's so good. Sometimes versus Sword Soul, it stops me from getting OTK'd because they can break boards really good. So versus Sword Soul, they'll be trying to out my board, and they'll try to backset me to shuffle all my monsters away, and I'll just activate Circle and target my Sunlight Wolf, and then that way it's not affected by monster effects. So they're gonna have to go in battle to out it, which means you're pretty much gonna survive. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be able to DK you. So this card is just really good. The second effect just comes up a lot more than you think, but obviously the first effect is a search effect, search any Salamangreat, which is awesome. So I'm playing that, especially using a draw phase. Playing on draws is really good. I'm playing 2 Sign It. I don't want to play more than 2 Sign It because this card, like, while it is better than Circle sometimes because you can search Buffalo, this card it's a neg 1. So you really like for example, you're going first, right, and then you activate this and you pitch a card. if you like have a subpar hand, you're not pitching a salad, and they like ash you or they negate it, you're just going -1, so you're gonna be left with 3 cards in hand. It makes you a lot harder for your plays. So this card can be a lot more impactful than Circle. This card has its downsides, so I think 2 is fine. I haven't been really bricking that much. I think this is enough consistency. You guys can play 3 if you want, but I think 2 is working fine for me. I'm testing out 2 Circle. I'm sorry. 2 Talents. Shout out to Erickson. He helped me build this deck. I'm trying out 2 Talents because it could just be really good going first. This deck isn't really affected that much by hand traps. It can really play through hand traps, but like if they do, this card could just be really good. Look at your opponent's hand, you know, draw deeper into your deck if you need to. And also this could be going second. Salad is not a deck that can break boards very easily. It struggles breaking boards. You're gonna have a really tough time if you normal summon a Salad and they Mirror Jade you to banish it. Like you're gonna be in a really rough time. So this card can just help you play through boards. But the best effect obviously is like if you go first and they hand trap you or something, you just, you know, you can get your Pot of Greed effect, look at their hand. I'm testing it out. I'm gonna see if I like it. It didn't come up yesterday that much in locals, but I'm gonna keep testing it out and let you guys know how I like it. You guys can test it out too. I think it's not bad. The one obviously called by the Grave, this card is just insane. I don't think I can play a deck without this card. It's just so good. It's so versatile. It stops their opponent's hand traps, makes your plays go through. And in my opinion, the best effect is you can just set this, and it's like pretty much like a trap card. Your opponent's turn, they go. Every deck pretty much has a graveyard. They base their decks around the graveyard, except for like Flunderies. So this is just really good to hit anything in the graveyard. So this card is just so insane on offense and defense. I love this card so much. Then I played the 2 traps, the Rage and Roar. I'm not playing Desires like I mentioned previously because I don't want to, you know, play more than one of these, so I don't banish them off Desires because I don't want to brick on them. I think one of them each is fine. So yeah, I think it's just the right ratio. For the extra deck, I'm playing the 3 Bailings. Bailings is really good. The Greater Effect doesn't come up that much where you banish it to protect your stuff because now we're such a faster format, but it still comes up sometimes. The main reason you just want is just, you know, just a link 1 free salad that you can go into. So your field spell, obviously, this card's really good. It comes up in the grind game. Trust me, guys, you need to play 3. I tried it before, 2, it's not good. You have to play 3. 3 Sunlights, obviously, just really good. 1 Lingribo, I like this because you're playing against Eldritch, you know, this could like save you sometimes. Against Tri Brigade too, you can catch them off guard, summon this before they can activate the Revolt, and that's it, they're screwed. They're not going to be able to activate the Revolt, so you can just win a lot of games off this. But it's also just really good as another attribute to make Heat Soul, so I just like that. Update, Splash, Transcode. This is just the package to help you go into access code, and these 2 can OTK also. Splash helps you extend also, just to make Heat Soul, so these are really good. You guys have to play these 3, these cards are necessary. Heat Soul, a lot of people are just trying to, like, you know, turbo Heat Soul and just emulate it. I don't really like that playstyle. I'd rather have, like, my Sunlight Wolf with Recursion and my traps. But I do play this for, in any case, they hand trap me and I'm ending on an awkward board where it's just going to be, like, Sunlight Wolf pass. Or maybe, you know, like a super, like, awkward hand or I break. I'll end up making this and then just try to draw hand traps, try to get card advantage. But honestly, you guys don't really, I wouldn't, like, gamble on this. Just to see, you know, try to see if you can draw, like, hand traps off this. The more safe place is Sunlight Wolf with trap cards, but this can be really good. Sometimes you can make the Sunlight Wolf with Heat Soul if you draw good enough. So yeah, just play Heat Soul. It comes up sometimes. Just don't base your whole deck around it. Obviously, the Access Code. This card's really good. I play Baguska. I don't play Dweller because I think Baguska is more high impact. Dweller is really good though. I was thinking about signing it. I just can't play Dweller because I don't have the space for it right now. My thing is very tight. Maybe I'll drop the Lingribo for Dweller, but I don't know. I just think this card is very good. Like I really don't see myself making Dweller over this. Maybe in the Sorcerer matchup, like I said, you know, they open the shooter, they open Heavenly Dragon Circle, wherever the card that can get you the shooter, they can out it. But if they don't have that, they're not playing. So this card is very good. One Stalo just helps you going first. Is really good, and the bounce effect comes up a lot too. You can bounce the I forgot the Sorcerer name, but the one that it's like Colossus, where it be destroyed by card effect. You can banish from grave. So this card just bounces. It's really good. Out some problematic stuff. So Stalo is also really good because you can, like, in your first turn, if you want to keep your Splash Mage for next turn, you bounce your own Splash Mage because Stalo can bounce your own card. So this is really good. Stalo is amazing. And then Dugaris off Exceed. This card can just help you dig deep into your decks. If you're siding, you can draw your D-Berries, just draw your traps, draw hand traps. This card is so good. I love Dugaris, and it can set up your grave also. And also if you open good enough, you can end on Dugaris, and then you could also make Bagusa the same turn if you open like Exceed, and then you have a way to get Falco Jaguar. So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. I think it's very good. I like it so far. Like I said, if you guys want to play Dweller, I would probably cut Lingribo. But yeah, for the side deck, really good against Brave, Sword Soul. This card's a blowout. you know, Token Collect is just amazing. And the best part is that they auto, you know, for follow up, it just keeps coming back as it comes back from grave. This card is actually insane. I played 3 Droplet. I'm still trying to figure out ways to beat Despia because in my opinion it's my worst matchup. If you guys have any suggestions for you know, the best side cards to beat Despia and Salad, let me know please. You know, I'm open to all suggestions. Yeah, but I'm playing Droplet right now. This card can just outboard. It's really good. I play somewhere Dark Ruler because the problem with Dark Ruler is most decks nowadays, if you out their board, they're gonna have a follow up. So it's really hard with I'm sorry, Dark Ruler. Like, if you just Dark Ruler them and you out their whole board, obviously, with Axis Scope, you're not really going to have follow-up. You have to open insanely good to have an Axis Scope with Sunlight Wolf and then maybe, like, a Roar, which they're just going to play through. They have, like, follow-up. Like, for example, like, Drytron, that deck has insane follow-up. So, this is really good because you can just negate their stuff, pitch stuff, and grade what you want, and then you can also kill them the same turn. So, this card is actually insane. But let me know if you guys have something else, you know. Maybe it's better. I'm still testing this deck. Yesterday at Locals, I won 4 of my 5 matches, but this card didn't really come up. But I didn't really play against so many combo decks, so maybe this card will be better in a lot of situations. I can play combo decks, so I'm still testing it out. So, I play 2 Cyclone and 1 Harpies. The 2 Cyclones are just for the grind game. Because I also play Evenly. Like, Evenly is a blowout card, but then if you start grinding, you know, Cyclone obviously is better if you top deck into it. Evenly is really good. It can blow out versus just these back row decks like Eldritch, for example. And then Harpies obviously is just a great card. This can also be good against some decks too. Like, they're not like back row decks. It can also be good against like Source, for example. Maybe even Despia, depends how they play it. I play the Run Reboot. You have to play this card, guys. This card just auto wins against Flunderies. It auto wins against trap decks. You know, you can just access code like nothing. Any 2 Cybers is access code OTK. So this card is insane. You just win against trap decks. Like, if you draw second one of you, you know, you pretty much win. So yeah, definitely play that. And then finally, I play 3D Barriers. D Barriers is just insane. It wins against so many matchups this format. I was thinking about playing Anti-Spell also, but I think like, I don't really have enough space going first, because this deck is fine going first. It's just going second, and you want more cards. But maybe I'll put Anti-Spell. Anti-Spell is really good this format. I just think this is more impactful right now. But yeah, I'm still going to test it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions. And thanks for watching. Peace out.